Look at the lines on this car and tell me honestly if you ever expected a sensible daily driver to look this aggressive. They took a vehicle known purely for being practical and gave it a massive attitude adjustment. Today, we are doing a deep dive into the exterior styling and the interior architecture of this 2023 model because the design team absolutely knocked it out of the park. Let us start right at the front fascia. The daytime running lights feature these sharp, piercing LED strips that wrap aggressively around the corners of the hood. They lead your eye straight down into this massive, gaping front grille. It has a honeycomb mesh pattern that looks like it was ripped straight off a high-performance sports car. It completely changes the aerodynamic profile of the front end, giving it a low, wide stance that hugs the ground. Moving down the side profile, you notice the prominent character line that slashes right through the door handles, connecting the front fenders all the way back to the taillights. This is not just for looks, it actually adds structural rigidity to the door panels and catches the light beautifully, emphasizing the metallic flake in the paint. Depending on the trim, you are sitting on 18-inch machined alloy wheels with dark gray accents that fill up the wheel wells perfectly. There's barely any unsightly wheel gap, which contributes heavily to that planted, sporty aesthetic. Around the back, the tail lights are connected by a sleek black trim piece, making the rear end look much wider than it actually is. They even included dual exhaust tips with real chrome finishers poking out from the lower diffuser. It's a bold statement for a compact sedan. But the visual upgrades do not stop on the outside. Let us step inside the cabin because the interior design is a masterclass in clean, minimalist ergonomics. The first thing you notice when you sit down is how low and sleek the dashboard is. They pushed the entire dash forward and flattened it out, which gives the front cabin an incredible sense of open space. Dead center is the 8-inch floating touchscreen display. It's positioned high up, right in your line of sight, so you don't have to look down away from the road to see your maps. The climate controls below it are separated perfectly with premium-feeling piano black toggle switches and digital readouts. The materials they used on the touch points are a massive step up from previous years. Where you rest your elbows on the door panels and the center console, it's all wrapped in a soft-touch stitched material. Even the steering wheel is leather-wrapped with perfectly placed thumb bolsters, making it feel great in your hands. The seats feature a two-tone fabric design with deep side bolsters that physically hold you in place when you take a corner. They look incredibly modern, and the contrast stitching adds a pop of color to the cabin. In the back seat, the design continues to impress with surprisingly good legroom and headroom, even with that sloping aerodynamic roofline. The rear passengers are not treated as an afterthought. Every single knob, dial, and panel gap in this interior feels tight and meticulously assembled. There are no cheap, hollow plastics rattling around. The designers managed to take a platform built on extreme reliability and wrap it in a shell that you actually want to look at and sit in. It proves that you do not need to spend luxury car money to get a vehicle with serious curb appeal and a thoughtfully designed cabin. From the aggressive front end to the driver-focused cockpit, this car completely redefines what a budget-friendly commuter is supposed to look like in the modern era.